I guess that's the only way.
Have you gone through a heartbreak?
Not really. I had this one particular girl who we'd
wait. Does anybody actually believe that? Does anybody actually believe that Tristan Tate's never been through a heartbreak? Because he talks about it so well, like he's been through it. Either he's learned from the people around him and he's avoided it, or he's just capping. I can't tell. I don't see why he would be capping. To be honest, dude's taking so many W's. I can't even doubt
you
him.
all the time. See, I am so confident that all the decisions I make are correct, that I don't experience heartbreak. And this sounds arrogant. I feel like when you're looking at a chessboard, sometimes you have to sacrifice pieces to continue your position going well. And I look at where I am today and I'm thinking, yeah, good, whatever. I put this on a Instagram photo. I said, and everyone who I've ever lost is worse off without me. And that's how I genuinely feel. There was this one particular girl where I guess it was the closest thing I've ever had to a hard breakup. I was dating her, but we'd break up for stupid reasons all the time. Stupid reasons. I can't explain how stupid they were because I don't even remember how stupid they were. Like, I was going to take her for dinner. Andrew forgot his keys. It was the winter. Andrew's outside the house. All right, we'll turn around. But you said you were going to take me for dinner. Shut the fuck up. What am I going to do? Leave Andrew outside for 3 hours? What a stupid, like, that stupid reason would spiral into an argument where we'd break up for 2 or 3 weeks. Now, I'm the kind of guy that if you break up with me, if you think I'm going to be in my room with my laptop out on Pornhub, you are wrong. If you...
Yo, W Tristan Tate, man. W Tristan Tate, all right. Yo, but she breaks up with you 2-3 weeks later, you taking her back. How you know she wasn't doing no shady stuff, man? How you know?
You've broken up with me, then good. You've got about 24 hours to make up with me, or there's going to be somebody else in my bed. Because if you're not, like, I think that would be very cruel as a man if I would somehow make an argument and break up with my girlfriend, then go sleep with other people, and then get back with her. That would be some sort of trick, some type of manipulation. But if you're a chick and you want to break up with me, good. You got about 24 hours before there's someone else, at least around me. So don't waste, don't break up with me for stupid reasons. And this girl understood this very well because every time she'd ever.
So you see, it's not that Tristan Tate ignores the breakup. All right. It's that he looks forward. It's not that he uses girls as like a way to feel better about, that girl, she left me, blah, blah, blah. It's not that he uses the girls to feel better. He uses another girl not to add up his body count. He don't care about his body count. This shit's so high, it doesn't matter. He gets another girl because he's just already looking forward. He's already looking towards the next vision, towards the next pursuit in life. All right? If a girl breaks up with him over some bullshit as small as that, you think he's got time to sit here and waste? No, he doesn't. That's why he does that. And what does the woman do? She knows he's going to go get another girl, so she's probably going to come running back. And she's going to realize, hey, I'm sorry, I was stupid. I acted emotionally, irrationally.
Break up with me, there would always be someone new. So essentially, we broke it up.
Really is the real life 007.
I remember the exact reason. I had a business meeting, and she said, "Can I come?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Why?" I said, "Because these are important people I'm meeting, and no, you cannot come to the business meeting." And she goes, "Oh, well, please let me come. Please let me come." And I said, "You know what? Okay, yes, you can come." So she gets dolled up, does her nails, does her makeup. We meet at a restaurant. These guys are from New York City, bit fat, out of shape, older guys. They were like, "Yeah, I'm in Eastern Europe. I want to see some girls. I want to go to a strip club." So I said, "Okay, cool." We were eating at the restaurant for about 45 minutes. I said, "Okay, cool. You have to go home because I've got to take these guys out to a strip club." "Well, why did you invite me if it's only 45 minutes? I was like, "Don't. Are you out of your mind? Literally, shut the fuck up, go home." Sent her home. Well, she was in the wrong and I was in the right, and we broke up. Cool. Start sleeping with other women, obviously, as I do. Get back with this girl for about 2 days, and then this girl I was sleeping with says she's pregnant. And I'm like, "Oh, well, that's interesting. It's an interesting situation to be in." So I straight up tell my girlfriend at the time, "Yeah, this girl's pregnant." And she basically gave me the choice. Well, okay, fine.
All right, bro. Only Tristan Tate can have these high-level problems, man. What? He's just like, "Oh, yeah, I'm just going to tell my girlfriend. Yeah, this girl's claiming that she's pregnant. Yeah, I broke up with her like a week ago. Yeah." You see, this is the kind of problems that you'll face if you want to have multiple kinds of women. This is the kind of micromanaging that you're going to have to do for relationships, all right? So this is why it's like, unless you have that kind of money to be able to solve these high-level problems, don't try to go on a roster and carry like 4 different kinds of women, all right? You're not going to do it on $30K a year or $50K a year or even $100K a year, to be honest.
Tell her to get rid of it, and then we'll stay together. I'm like,
what's good, Mella? Shout out to you, bro.
oh, I see. So you think I'm going to literally kill a child for a woman who breaks up with me because of stupid reasons like this? I said no. That was the choice I made. And it was no, but here's the thing. It was hard losing her, but it wasn't a hard choice. It was the easiest choice in the world. And now I have my daughter, who I love more than I'll ever love that chick. So
that was.
Oh, wow. So she really did have a kid. I thought the story was going a different direction. I thought she was capping about the kid, man. I've had that shit happen to me too. And
yeah, that's the exact.
Damn. I mean, look, still, you see, what I really respect a lot about Tate here is that he knows he sleeps with multiple women, and you know, does he use protection? I don't know. I guess he didn't with that specific girl because he vets and he trusts all his girls, and his girls are about him. And he knows that if he gets one of them pregnant, no matter what, he's gonna take care of it. It is what it is. Like, I have a lot of respect for that. You know, a lot of guys might go around and mess around, and then they get a girl pregnant, and then what do they expect? They expect this girl to go and get that baby aborted. And then, you know, you don't look like a good man. You know, you don't feel like a good man. She don't feel like a good woman. And you did all that because you just wanted to get your dick wet. So I have a lot of respect. Tristan Tate is not that guy. Tristan Tate is the kind of guy who, he gets a girl pregnant, he's going to take care of the kid no matter what. That kid is set for life. So you got to give them that respect, man.
Situation. Wow. So yeah, I've been through hard situations, but again, that's a binary choice. Like I would never have ever said to a girl, get an abortion so I could stick with some chick who doesn't respect me enough to not play stupid games. So it was hard losing her, I guess, but it wasn't hard at all to make the choice.
I think a lot of men should just embrace it. Like, it's a part of life, and it just makes you tougher.
It is.
Like, there was one really hard breakup when I was 26, and I was pretty messed up for like a month or two, but I had so much pride that I knew the relationship had to come to an end. And as much as I didn't want to, I was like, it's done. Because she told me she'd been speaking to another guy, and I was like, okay, well, that's it. That's
it, bro. That's it. You see, most guys, they can't handle that. They get so mad, they get raged up. What are you doing? They get so emotional about it. Right? You get so emotional about it because either you probably don't have anything else lined up, or you put all your emotions into this one girl. So men need to learn to do what? To stop pedestalizing women, because you need to learn that when she's gone, she's gone. You have to learn to sacrifice the queen. All right? If that's your queen, that's your girl. If she's talking to another guy, that's it. She's not your girl no more.
She belongs to the streets.
That's how tough you got to be with it, man. That's how tough you got to be. That's the whole point of having an abundance mentality, is to always look for something new. If what you have doesn't work out towards your preferences, towards what you'd like in life, and you've communicated that and you've expressed that, and it hasn't been respected or upholded, and you got to learn to sacrifice the queen. That's just what you got to do. And you can see 2 high-value men right here speaking about that.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. You can't ever be that little bitch who goes back after that.
So there was time that obviously she was like my best friend, and I was thinking about her a lot, you know, because I was living alone. I didn't really have like many friends or anything at that point in time. So there was so many times I wanted to message her, or even just like, oh, let's just give it another shot. But I was like, nah, I refuse to do that because I'm too proud.
And that was the smart decision.
Yeah, and just overcoming that turned me into, I don't know, I'd say like just a bit of a savage, really. Like, I was just cold after that. Like, I was ruthless.
You see, and this is what I was talking about, when you like basically after a heartbreak, what do? You just go like on the rebound. You try to rack up the scoreboard. Try to sleep with as many women as you can, if you can, right? That's also the opposite like part of the spectrum, where you can just overconsume it to the point where you start to feel cold. You know, you don't even start to see women as like people. You start to see them as like objects, as like numbers on a scoreboard, and you start to just see everything as a game, as a strategy. When the truth is, they're people. You gotta treat a woman like a human. And that's why I say you shouldn't just use her as a rebound and just a woman to sleep with. You should look at her as essentially a new vision, a new opportunity, another girl you can communicate your vision to, and she needs to fall in love with that vision that you're communicating, right? Because that's how you that's how you prove your ambition. So that's what you need to practice when you speak to other women, because that's how women will respect you. Women like that. Women always say the top things they like about men is ambition. It's the most important thing, and that's something every man has control over, how ambitious he is, right?
And then that gave me the sort of the freedom, the confidence to start traveling the world and meeting so many new people.
You know the best thing about becoming influential and successful and rich and smart and all the on the life trajectory that people like me and you are on, the coolest thing is all of your exes finding you afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Oh, yeah, it's a shame it didn't work out. Yeah, shame for you. That is pretty funny.
Every single one of them has messaged me.
I know. At some point, they all message you or you catch them watching.
And that one in particular, she did not stop messaging me because she knew she fucked up.
Remember my quote, everyone who I've ever lost is worse off without me. That's the Tristan Tate original quote. Remember that one?
Damn. Everyone who I've ever lost is worse off without me. That's a...
City boy!
And you know why? You know why everybody that you've lost is better off, is worse off without you? You know why? Because you focused on taking control of your life, and you focus on improving and becoming better in every skill set, leveling up, maxing out, 99, everything, 99, everything. All right. If you can have that much value and you can improve and you can have that kind of mentality, of course, the people that have lost you are worse off, because you focus on improving. And you know that if you improve yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally, you're going to provide a lot of value to the people around you. And that's the most important thing in life, is to share with others and be valuable towards yourself so you can help others around you become as valuable as you.
True. It's true. So, yeah, fuck everyone I've ever lost. And I mean friends, I mean everybody. And it's very true.
And it's interesting as well. As you get older, you just get better. You just have more experience. You can even trust your gut instinct even more when it comes to women and so many life situations. So it's difficult when I have so many of these youngsters asking me for advice and what to do and even how to get better with women. And you can't just sit there and listen to books or watch videos. Maybe that can help you a little bit, but
yeah, because you know what the hard truth is, and I'm sorry I got to speak for him. I'm sorry I got to cut him off, but the hard truth is that how do you get a better relationship? How do you get better friends in your circle? You have to lose some first, right? You have to lose some first, so you know, hey, these are the people that I shouldn't have in my life. These are the people in my life that have taught me lessons so that I can improve in these aspects in my life. So I can improve my relationship with another girl. So I can maintain it for a longer period of time. So that I can improve my relationships with my brothers. So I can maintain that relationship with them for a longer period of time. So I can be an example towards the people in my life, right?
But a lot of it just comes from experience.
It does.
And because I'm not the type of person who, because I know there's a lot of people like this, they will hop from relationship to relationship, like a long-term one. So maybe they've only been with like 3 or 4 women and it's just been like long-term relationships. They don't actually have a huge amount of experience. Maybe they have experience with being in a long-term relationship, but that doesn't necessarily prepare them for
women.
Yeah, overall, because every single woman that I've been with, they've all been different in some way.
Every single one.
And even, you know, some things which like a certain woman likes, whether it be in bed or out of the bed, you can go from the next woman and they'll like complete opposite.
You're playing a different instrument every time. Yeah, so you have to learn it.
It doesn't make any sense. So you just have to adapt and learn.
Yeah, you have to.
Well, I know what he's trying to say, man. I know what he's trying to say. And this is what happens when you get real good, man. This is what happens when you get real good, all right? This was a conversation I was actually having with my girl. My girl was like, oh, like men don't really know about women's punanis and how to make them orgasm. I'm like, I know more than you. She's like, I'm a woman. How are you going to know more than me? I'm like, how many women have you slept with? How many women have you pleased? She's like, none, only myself. I'm like, great. I've pleased way more women than you. So I know a lot more about how women move and how women orgasm in different ways. I understand the different kind of energy exchanges they like. I look for those things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how you level up in that experience. And that's why you need to see women as an experience that you're providing for them. And women like to have that kind of experience, and men like to have that kind of support from a woman. They like a woman that kind of looks up to them, right? At least that's the way I like my relationships, is a woman that looks up to me. You know, I'm short as fuck, and I still want a woman to look up to me in some way, in some regard, right? So that's what I think he's referring to when it comes to women are so surprised by a guy when he knows what he's doing.
That Aikido. My brother said this about apples, actually. He just said, if you imagine women are like apples, there's this dude who's, imagine a guy who says, I just tried this new fruit. It's called an apple. This is the best apple ever. This is the most perfect.
That's the market. That's a marketing strategy right there. It's the best market. Always look for the newest thing. Every day it's always, what's the newest thing?
Piece of fruit you can ever get. That's your first apple. Yeah, it's my first ever apple. You don't know what you're talking about. Find the guy who's tasted all the apples, the rotten apples, the green apples, the red apples. He's in a qualified position to tell you what a good apple is and what a good apple isn't. So that's what you're saying about long-term relationships. Yeah. Some guys been like, oh, experience with women. I was married for 21 years. I've got experience with women. No, you have an experience with a woman.
Yeah, he's got experience of maintaining a relationship. He's got experience maintaining a relationship, but he doesn't have experience trying to pull a tree.
Completely different thing.
What would you say are the top 5 things which a man could do to make himself more attractive to women?
All right, yeah, I'm not gonna get into that whole part. All right, that was enough. I think we proved the point that we were trying to prove, all right, about heartbreak. Which is basically, and these are the same points we're going over that we did in the beginning of the stream, right? Is don't get lost in the rebound. All right, that's one of the things that men do that prevent them from moving on in relationships, right? Dwelling on the past, blaming themselves, isolating, and seeking revenge. It's all incel shit. So, that's why it's important to watch these conversations and watch them with a critical eye. All right, think critically. That's why I like having you guys, the people that are here watching, bringing more of their, your problems into the conversation. It really opens up the conversation, really broadens it. That way we can all learn from each other. That's the point of doing these live streams. A lot of creators don't want to do live streams because they just care about themselves. They just care about their topic. They just care about making the video look perfect, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about all that shit. I care about giving you guys great quality, and I care about building with you guys. That's why we see Tyreek McLaughlin here. We see JoJo, Mr. Got Plenty, Sylvester Toe, Mella, Vac29. Y'all are like a family. And we learn from each other and we get better every single day, whether y'all like it or not. All right. So, okay, you know what? I think that was great enough. I think that was great. What do you guys think? W stream? Now I can jump into the Piers Morgan takes on Andrew Tate again, full interview number 2. Let's jump into that. Piers Morgan part 2. Yeah, you guys been waiting for that, and I promised it, so I'm going to deliver.